Who tells more lies, men or women?
Women.
You said that with such confidence. Confidence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, why do you say that?
I think
The last woman said that as well.
I mean, I think it depends. It depends, like, in situation, like what you want to do, you know, and in what kind of reason you want to do that. You know, like, what's the purpose of this doing it?
So that basically means I can't trust a word that's going to come out of your mouth in this conversation.
Not really, but that's a good question.
I'm just messing.
No, honesty, of course, it's very important, but it depends. Like, I think women using sometimes lies, but good lies, in a good way, you know.
I see.
It depends on the woman or man. I could lean towards women because I know some really sneaky girls.
You know.
And I know a lot more nicer guys. But yeah, it really depends.
Yeah. Could you tell me a story of one of these sneaky girls that you know?
Oh my God, no.
All right. Yeah.
I guess it would be women.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess women sometimes lie more because they're little lies sometimes. Not like because we don't want to hurt someone. Maybe? I don't know. Something like that.
Men.
Why would you say that?
I guess past relationships where I've asked them a direct question and they've lied. So it's just based on past experience.
I see. Who would you say is more likely to cheat?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know. It's a hard one.
Personally, I'd say it's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, me too, actually. I think if you're, most of the time you're unhappy in your relationship, but you can't face that. So you do things outside of the relationship to make them feel better. And that could be either men or women. So I'd say 50-50.
Yeah. So I have this personal, let's say, theory about cheating, which is that men and women tend to cheat in different ways.
Okay.
So I think, like, let's say you got a man and a woman, they're in a relationship and they've both cheated.
Yeah.
The odds are that the man cheated because he was like on a stag weekend and he did something with a stripper or something. It was just like a one-off thing.
Okay.
However, the odds are that if the woman's cheated, what's happened is she develops like an emotional connection with Rob from human resources over time.
Yeah, I would agree.
And it's been like an ongoing thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say we are more emotional, whereas a man could maybe do a one-off and leave it and lie. So yeah, I would tend to agree.
I think mans.
I think maybe so.
I'm sure that men are more likely to cheat on women. Doesn't matter if they are in a serious relationships or they just dating, but I think that when men are confident and he's succeed in his personal life, in his career life, he don't have a time. And we all now, we are matured, we are humans. You can say no. You can. Doesn't matter how drunk. It's choice. It's real choice. And either for women or man. And the question will come from the point like, why the women is cheat? So why she went to the cheating? So then it comes to the point, actually it didn't work in between of them. So they don't have nothing to say in between of each other, or they have problems, issues, which one unsolved, and they are bringing it up outside. So they both cheat. So even 50-50, I would say, men and women, to be very honest.
Who do you think is more likely to cheat, men or women?
Men.
You reckon so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. Do you think there's a difference in the way that men and women cheat?
Yeah, I think women will have an emotional attachment for sure. Men will just do it for like the physical element.
I was literally just saying that to the last person. Yeah, literally the last person. So like when a woman cheats, it's more because she's met a guy from work.
Yeah.
And then they started messaging it.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas a man, it's like he had sex with a stripper on holiday.
Well, yeah, same thing. Or they just want a quick fix. Yeah.
Do you think one method of cheating is worse than the other?
No. Oh, as in like flirting or texting, being that cheating. I think like the full extent, actually having sexual intercourse with another person that's not your partner is much worse than someone just like texting and flirting.
But okay, is it worse to have sex with someone on a one-off basis, or to text or flirt with someone which then actually leads up to having sex with them?
Yeah, that's worse. Yeah, I think creating a emotional connection with someone is worse than having a physical one-off.
Maybe.
I think yes, there is definitely a difference.
Is one worse than the other?
No, I think cheating in general is quite bad. You're lying to the other person. You're not being loyal to them. So I'd say they're both bad, and there's definitely a difference. Physical, I think you're maybe lacking something in the relationship that you've not told the other person about.
Which you don't have the confidence to tell them about.
Yeah, and then emotional, I'd say you actually maybe really like another person, but you're with someone else, so you're in a dilemma.
Here is something that I have noticed about how men cheat versus how women cheat. When men cheat, it's usually a function of male horniness, for lack of a better phrase. So what I mean by that is he was with a woman, he was turned on, one thing led to another, maybe she made the move, maybe he did, but in the moment he just decides to go for it. When women cheat, it's usually because an emotional connection was built with a man over time. So they meet this man and they like this guy. Like maybe he's a colleague at work or something like this, and he's funny, he's charismatic, he's charming, he cares, he listens, etc. What starts off as quote unquote harmless flirting grows and grows and builds and develops until we reach a point where the woman in question actually sees herself as being in a relationship with the man that she's actually cheating with. And in her mind, she has replaced the original man already. So she's no longer with the original man. She's with the man she's cheating with, even though technically she's still with the original man. That's kind of how it works. And it's something to be aware of, because as men, obviously should women do that? No. But if you're aware that it happens and you're aware, okay, so why does it happen? Well, studies have shown it's just that effectively when women feel like their needs aren't being met, oftentimes they won't say anything, and it will grow and build, and that resentment will sort of fester, and then other men can come along and take advantage of that. So number one, you want to do the best version of being yourself while you're in a relationship. Number two, regularly check in as well. If you're with someone, you guys want to be checking in and be like, okay, so how are we doing and how do we feel about our relationship? Are we moving in the right path? So that you can iron out any BS so things don't get a chance to grow and fester. Because your woman is unlikely to cheat on you because she was out one day and she met a man and she was horny. She's likely to cheat on you because she felt unhappy in the relationship and developed a romantic connection over time. Should they do that? No, but this is the reality that we live in. And by the way, if you want more great tea like this, join the membership. So we got a channel membership, and I dish out like advice on a ton of dating and dating related topics, basically dating, attraction, personal development, etc. So if that resonates with you, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, join.